Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome delegate from Boston, Jess Sullivan.
Good morning. My name is Jessica Sullivan, and I am a first-time delegate from Boston's Ward 5. The first time I heard Setti Warren speak, I knew he truly shared my values. This is uncommon for me as a proud progressive and a military spouse. When Setti spoke about how his experience in the Navy taught him the importance of working together, I knew what he meant. The foundation of military life is being able to care for and respect each other, regardless of political beliefs. The military is not the guns, the tanks, and the ammo. It is the men, women, and families who lead their lives in service to our great country. It is very meaningful to me that Setti not only understands this, but that he lives it. He knows that we are all in this together. He knows that the only way to move the Commonwealth forward is by listening to each other, by seeing each of us as valuable citizens, and by holding us all to a higher standard of civic engagement. Today, I have the honor of introducing a man who is a loving father, a successful two-term mayor, an Iraq War veteran, and the next governor of the great Commonwealth of Massachusetts, Setti Warren.
Good afternoon, Democrats. Good afternoon. Thank you, Jess, so much for that wonderful introduction and for all the time and energy you are putting into organizing the biggest grassroots campaign in Massachusetts history. We don't need $30 million like Charlie Baker thinks he needs, with thousands of volunteers like you to move the Commonwealth forward. My name is Setti Warren, and I'm asking for your support as I run for governor because I believe economic inequality is the issue of our time. And with your help, we can do something about it right here in Massachusetts. I stand before you today proudly as a lifelong public servant. It's something I learned from my father, who signed to fight for his country, and my mother, who later joined him on the front lines of the Civil Rights Movement. When I joined the Navy, I proudly followed the footsteps of my father, who served in Korea, and my grandfather, who served in the Battle of the Bulge. When I came home from Iraq to raise my family, I decided to run for mayor of my hometown, Newton. When I took over as mayor of Newton, my city was in financial crisis. With the hard work of a lot of people and a focus on outcomes that matter for our residents, today we have a $20 million rainy day fund, and we are one of the few communities in Massachusetts with 2 AAA bond ratings. Massachusetts continues to send great leaders to Washington, leaders like my cousin, Elizabeth Warren, and the rest of our delegation. But at the same time, the politics on Beacon Hill seems to be stuck. For too long, we see state budgets passed together with one-time revenues and gimmicks that give the illusion of fiscal prudence. We careen from one budget crisis to the next, while programs are slashed and too many priorities are ignored. With heads seemingly buried in spreadsheets, the rallying cry and the biggest goal of our current governor seems to be, we just need to get to next year. As President Trump and the Republican Party work to overturn the accomplishments of the last 8 years, we as Democrats must do more than just say what we are against. Democrats, it's time to stand up clearly and loudly, with conviction, about what we stand for. The platform that you're about to vote on is a good opportunity to do just that. Democrats know that a single-payer healthcare system is the best way to ensure healthcare is a basic right for all people. Now, it's time to make that plank in the platform a reality in the Commonwealth. Our platform reaffirms our unwavering belief in public education. We must support families with young children to provide a strong foundation. And if we continue to insist that students take on crushing debt to get a college education, we will never be able to end economic inequality in the Commonwealth. Democrats, it's time to make public college free in Massachusetts. As citizens of Massachusetts, as Americans, as Democrats, it's time to ask ourselves, what kind of Commonwealth do we want to be? Will we keep our promises to previous generations? Will we live up to our obligations to the generations to come? Will we leave the world better off than we found it? These are the questions that my wife and I ask ourselves when we think about the future we are creating for our own children. These questions are not just about good policy or strong economics or managing a government bureaucracy. These are moral questions. So yes, I'm challenging Charlie Baker, but I am also here to challenge my own party. Each of you and our elected officials, don't accept Charlie Baker's idea that just getting to next year's budget is the best we can do. Don't hesitate to say clearly, we need new revenue. We need to ask those who make a little more than $1 million a year, $20,000 a week, to pay a little more. And we need to scrutinize tax breaks we give away to special interests. And do not believe for one instant that we cannot get to single-payer health care and free public college in Massachusetts. If you honor me with the Democratic nomination in next year's primary, I will never back down to defending our shared values. Democrats, we need to keep our eyes on the prize. We need to clearly articulate what we stand for, what outcomes we want for every person and every region of this Commonwealth. And then we need to hold our heads up high, roll up our sleeves, and get to work. We must organize person-to-person conversations in every precinct across Massachusetts. I'm asking for your help, and I'm asking for your support. So look out for those blue t-shirts out there. They're all out there. Thank you. I love you. Take out your phone right now and sign up to join our cause, SettiWarren.com. Thank you. God bless this Commonwealth, and God bless our country. Thank you so much. I'm with you. Let's fight.